Is your business protected against the threat of malicious litigation and frivolous lawsuits? Bottled Business Sense provides practical business perspectives that uniquely emphasize legal strategies to protect and ensure the longevity of your business. And whether you're trying to provide a startup business with some level of stability or an established business with foolproof asset and estate protection, Bill Bernard will expose potential pitfalls to ensure the security and growth of your business, free from unwanted expense and the threat of litigation. You'll learn how to implement protection tools equal to those used by today's most successful corporations. Let's join Bill for today's Bottled Business Sense show.
Hi guys, Bill Bernard here for another Bottled Business Sense show. We bring these shows to you, of course, based on free information that we provide for you so you can help make your business prosperous and also well protected while it's making money for you. Remember that you should consult with a lawyer on your team with regard to specific circumstances that apply to your business. These are general tips and guidelines that you need to follow that we provide you, and of course we need you to adapt that to your situation through consultation with proper counsel. In any event, the Bottle Business Sense show, as you know by now, can be found on multiple sites. On the bottlebusinesssenseshow.com, you can watch and listen to our shows. WFBlegalconsulting.com, my legal site, has a drop-down box where you can watch the show. You can also find us at Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook by punching in Bottle Business Sense Show, and of course at Blog Talk Radio, where you can listen to audio only and download it and listen to it in the car or anytime for your convenience. Blogtalkradio.com, just simply punch in Bottle Business Sense Show. We also have a newsletter that we publish monthly. It's called Bottle Business Sense, so that can be found at bottlebusinesssense.com. Just leave out the word show. Okay, so today we're going to talk about 1099 consultants. And what I wanted to briefly tell you is that, there's a distinction between an employee, obviously, and an independent contractor. That distinction is laid out in a show we did some time ago. You can find that in our archives at bottlebusinesssenseshow.com. Feel free to go and listen to that to plug it in and use it as a conduit for this show as well. In any event, while your clients do not take taxes out of your pay, they do report the money that you earn from them on 1099 earnings. This 1099 earning is required to be sent to you by your clients if you make more than $600 per year from each of those clients. You must make sure that you get this so you can accordingly file your taxes with your tax advisor in the proper manner. But these written contracts that you have with your clients as an independent contractor are so critically important. They allow you the freedom to work with more than one client, of course, and more than one company, but you must make sure that the relationship doesn't preclude you from working from multiple clients, because you need to have the proper contract in place establishing your role as an independent contractor. While you usually don't get benefits as you would as an employee, when you're an independent contractor, you can, I've found, work with various other contractors and pool your resources to get health plans and other types of benefits that you would normally get if you were an employee. Various business groups perhaps that you belong to, or some other function that you may go to where you've established relationships with other contractors, you may be able to do this. Remember, it's up to you to define the methods that you utilize to complete your projects and your contract obligations with your client. You decide when to work, what tools you're going to use on the job, where to perform your duties. You control that, because if the control lies with the client, then you could be possibly considered an employee. The only restraints you have, if you do this properly, in running your business are the final obligations or goals your clients may have pursuant to the agreement or contract you have with the client. Remember, the client wants the goal performed, the end result, but you determine how to get there. You draw out the roadmap and you reach the goal that the client wants by utilizing your control over the job in question. As a 1099 consultant, you're required to submit self-employment taxes each year. Your income is based, of course, on the 1099s you receive from clients, so you're going to have to take care of FICA and Social Security and those types of things. That's why I've always suggested to have on your team 3 people: an attorney, a tax advisor, and a marketing consultant. If you do that, I find it very difficult to see how you can go wrong if you follow all of the proper requirements as an independent contractor. Again, look up our other show that deals with the distinction between contractors and employees. Make sure you set aside enough money each year to pay your annual taxes, or better yet, send in estimated taxes so you don't get scared and surprised at the end of the year. And remember, you are required to provide subcontractors that you may retain with 1099 forms if they earn more than $600 a year from you. So now you may be in a position to make sure that you're an independent contractor and not an employer by following all of the proper procedures and guidelines, and making sure you also issue 1099 forms to subcontractors, and make sure your agreements with subcontractors are going to be a little different than the agreements you have directly with your clients. You're going to want to make sure all those bases are covered. That's why I say it's critically important not to do this yourself, but to have an attorney on board. Have your subcontractors fill out the W-9 forms. They provide you with all the information you need to file 1099s, and you can use them. You can use those payments as additional deductions, of course, on your own tax returns. Again, something that you need to clarify with your tax advisor. The 1099 agreement, again, should clarify the extent of the relationship you have with your clients, and it should also define the scope of the work you undertake, the deadlines you have to meet, the quality assurance that you're going to insure your client with, and the pay scale or the payment that's going to be made. And remember to make sure you develop those same terms with your subcontractors who may have to complete the work on the same job that you're working. So you may be on a job, you hire a subcontractor. That subcontractor has to have a contract with you that reflects or in some way mirrors the contract you have as a contractor, the main contractor, with your client, so you know everything is copacetic and is going to be done in the proper way. I hope this has been somewhat helpful for you guys. Again, remember, you can always give me a call if you have some questions. You can find us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, bottlebusinesssenseshow.com, blogtalkradio.com, and of course on my website, wfblegalconsulting.com, by hitting the drop-down box for Bottle Business Sense Show. Be well, everybody. Be prosperous in your business, and we'll see you for the next show. And hope you can utilize some of these factors in assisting you to develop a independent contractor business, and perhaps even an independent consultation business, which goes a little bit deeper than what we had time for today. Take care, everybody. See you again.